Hey, it's your boy Jack Hubert, and in this video, I'm going to be going over how to solve all your back slot pairs intuitively. And for these examples, I'm only going to be doing the back right slot, and just keep in mind that you can also mirror it and do it lefty as well. But now grab your cube and let's get right into it. So starting off simple, we have this orange and blue F2L pair already made, and it needs to go into the back right slot. So what you're going to do is move it away from the right layer, R prime, U, connecting the white corner with the white edge, and then bringing it back up. So for this case, it is also a three mover. Way you would recognize this is that both of these are the same exact color. And the way you would do this is R prime, pairing this together, U prime, putting it back into a slot, and then bringing it back up. So now for this case, knowing that it's not a three mover because this does not match with this. So what you would do from here is keeping this corner right in front of you. We're taking advantage of this back slot. Hide the corner, U2 to bring the edge over here in front of you, R, and then you do a U2 again, going back into that very first case, and then R prime, U, R. For this case, we have this edge and this corner both facing you, still the same exact color. And what you would do is, again, put this corner right in front of you, taking advantage of this back slot, hide the corner, and just a U prime, R, pairing it back up, U2, R prime, U, R. Now we have this case over here where the white is facing you and these two are the same exact color. And the way you would do this is R prime, hiding the corner, U to break it apart, R, bring it back up, and then it turns into that same exact three mover we went over previously. Now, very similar case, but this time instead of the white facing you, it is facing up, and you can recognize this by these two being the same exact color. And you would bring this up at that free slot, bringing it down, U2, R, and then it turns into that three mover again. In the whip right now, so look, boom.
Yo, Eli, shut the fuck.
Oh, and I forgot to do this case, so just recognize it as these two as the same exact color, and you have to align it to the same exact color of the centerpiece. So what you're gonna do is R prime hiding the edge, U prime to connect the pair, and then from here you could just do the standard insert over here, and there we go. And now we have this case where these two are not matching colors. So the way you would solve this is putting the edge at its same exact centerpiece color, and then you would do R prime, U2. This helps put the pair together, and then you would do the R, and it goes back into that very first case. So U prime, insert. And so for this case over here where these are not matching each other, you're gonna move this corner right in front of you, hide the corner, U prime, R, turning it into a three mover, bring it back over here, insert. And now for this case where the corner and edge are both swapped, we're gonna put it back here and we're gonna ignore that the front pair is even here. So the way we're gonna do this is R, hiding the corner, U2, and then with this all the way over here, we're gonna do a R2, U prime, right? Now this inserts right towards the back, and now we're gonna do a R2 to not ignore this pair and put it right back into place, U prime, R prime, inserting it right back. So same exact case, but the front slot is open, there's no pair over here. What you're gonna do is keep it right over here and do R, U2, R prime. Now what this does is that it turns into this three mover that you could go ahead and straight up insert towards the back. And also keep in mind, when you do turn it into that three mover, you want to go ahead and cancel straight into it with a R2 prime and then insert. Pretty moderate pace, it looks like this. So now for this case, we're going to go ahead and do this. R prime, U2, R, and what this does is that it brings down the corner to its back slot. Then you're going to do a U, connecting it to its proper edge. R prime, U, bringing this pair back together, R, and then insert the pair like normal. So now for this case over here, which is basically the last case but flipped. So you're going to want to go ahead, bring this corner on top of the back layer, R prime, U prime, R, to put the corner in, and then now you're going to do U2 matching the edge with the centerpiece, and then R prime, U, R, making the F2L pair, insert. Now we're gonna go over cases where the edge is in the back and it is oriented correctly. So for this case where the corner is facing up on top, what you're gonna do is have the corner facing you, R prime, U, R, and it turns into the case we did previously. We're gonna put this back here, turns into a 3 mover, insert. And now we have this case where this corner and this edge, they're the same exact color. Again, having this over here, you're gonna put this corner facing you, and what you're gonna do is hide the corner, U, R, turns into this block, and then you're gonna do U2, insert your pair. Very similar case, except the corner is facing you this time, and then the colors on the side are actually matching, right? So what you're gonna do here is U prime, putting this corner over here, R prime, and then you can see that it's already turning into this 3 move insert. Move this away from the R layer, and then now from here, you're gonna put it back to its back slot, 3 mover. Now I'm gonna go over when the edge is oriented correctly, but the corner is also in its slot. So having it over here, this is a pretty simple concept. So all you have to do is take it out in whichever preferable way. We're gonna go over this case where the corner is facing out here, and I like to do a R prime U R. That's my preferable way of doing it, and then doing whichever case pops up first. And for this one, this is the case over here where we have the edge, putting it in the right place, and then now R prime, U2R, and then insert normal. Again, now same exact thing, except this time when it's back over here, you cannot see a white corner at all. So that means it must be pointing out this way. And what you would do from here, again, is R prime UR, just to break it, just to take it out of its slot, sorry. And then do whichever case you see. And now for the cases where the corner is in its slot, but the edge is not. And we have this case where the corner is oriented correctly. We have it towards the back, and we're gonna keep this edge right where it is. And you're gonna do R prime U R. This takes the corner out, and then it turns it into this case over here, and which again, you're gonna go ahead, break it apart, and then do the 3 mover. And now for this case, where the white is pointing out towards the back, and the recognition for this is a little bit hard, but you could recognize this by these two being the same exact color, and it's gonna go just like this. R prime, U R, already makes the F2L block, put it away, insert. For the case where you can see the white corner, it's gonna go like this. R prime, U prime R, just to turn it into this 3 mover, put it back where it belongs, insert. Now that is all of intuitive back pair inserts. For the not so intuitive cases where the edges are not oriented correctly, I'll make another video on that because that is a little bit more advanced. But if you want to stay tuned, go ahead and like and subscribe, and hope this video helped you a lot. Peace out.